morning, getting ready for hail season. Tom, hey, good morning.
Good morning, David. We are 60 feet off in the catwalk, and below me is a house, a test house that they're going to pound with hail. 10,000 pieces of hail, some of it 2 inches in diameter, coming from air cannons, 72 of them. In a minute, Tanya Brown is going to give the order. Tanya, go ahead.
All right, Ian. 3, 2, 1, fire!
This is the biggest test ever of what hail can do to a house. We've seen them blast homes with hurricane-force winds. We've seen them recreate wildfires with flying embers. Now, at this massive test chamber in South Carolina, it's hail. 2-inch balls of ice loaded and fired from high-powered air cannons. Within seconds, they're gouging the siding and punching holes in the roof. To replicate actual hail, which can contain bubbles of oxygen, engineers use both pure water and seltzer water. The rest is a complicated physics calculation of size, mass, terminal velocity, speed, and air drag. The insurance industry says hail causes $1 billion worth of property and crop damage each year. The Great Plains states, especially Colorado and Wyoming, are known as Hail Alley because they receive the biggest hail. But in Texas, hail is the #1 cause of homeowners' insurance losses.
Siding shouldn't be scraped bare when it hails. It's unacceptable that we are spending so much time, money, and energy to replace and to repair building materials that really should be able to withstand an inch or an inch-and-a-half hailstone.
Which is why the Insurance Institute is firing volley after volley of hail at this test house. After the hail, the wind and rain start, slow at first, then building to a major storm. When it stops, the house has been pelted, punched, ripped, and soaked.
Damage we produced was very representative of what you see in the field. So if you actually go on the roof and look at the impact marks, they're very similar to what you find in a field study.
The question for researchers, how much of this could be prevented in the future with newer, more robust building materials? Hail can vary in size, from pea-size to golf ball to softball. The question insurance adjusters often ask is whether the damage to a home is cosmetic or serious enough to let in the rain and wind.
But we want to make sure we understand the difference between real damage and something that just looks bad.
Because in the end, all of us pay for hail damage with higher and higher premiums. What they hope to learn from this is what building materials hold up best. David?
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Up next, what